morning. Police in Floyd County are asking for help finding a teenager who went missing 1 week ago. And one Eastern Kentucky native talks about painting a motorcycle, which is set to be shown off throughout the country.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Welcome to Mountain News This Morning. I'm Neely Green here with you on this Friday, February 27th. The time is now 6:29, and let's check in with meteorologist Megan Desmond for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, you said that this weekend is supposed to be good weather, and I'm so excited because it's my nephew's 3rd birthday, and we're going to have a little party in the park for him, and I'm really excited.
Well, the good news is you live very far south, so you don't even have to worry about that slight chance of rain on Sunday. So your forecast will be even better, Neely, so hopefully he enjoys his 3rd birthday. He calls her Need, if you're curious. But here's what you need to know as you're heading out the door this morning. We're talking foggy conditions to start off the day, especially for those folks on the western edge of our border. We're talking dense patchy fog, especially as you're traveling towards Irvin, Stanton, and Moorhead this morning, as well as Wise, Virginia. Now, as you can see, that's also the folks that aren't seeing as much cloud cover. So you kind of have one or the other. You have thick clouds, or you're looking at patchy, dense fog, with temperatures this morning altogether on the chillier side in the 30s and 40s. But by the afternoon, it's looking pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Low to mid 60s for those forecast high temperatures. Neely.
Thank you, Megan. One person is dead after a crash that involved an ambulance in Pike County. It happened Wednesday on Kentucky Route 197 in Ash Camp. State police say Matthew Corbett was driving an ambulance owned by Lifeguard Ambulance Service when it left the roadway and overturned. Douglas Jones was the passenger in the vehicle. He died after he was taken to a nearby hospital. It's not known if Corbett was also injured. The Floyd County Sheriff's Department is asking for the community's help to find a missing teen. Floyd County Sheriff John Hunt says deputies responded to the Wheelwright community last week when 17-year-old Cody Oliver Tackett reportedly left his aunt and uncle's house around 3:30 a.m., leaving behind his phone. No one has heard from him since that morning, and deputies say none of the tips from the public have resulted in any answers. The family is asking anyone with information to reach out, saying they just need to know he is safe.
We think that there's a friend or two out here that this boy has that will eventually hear from him if he's able to do so, and we think he is. We don't think he's endangered or anything, but we just ask that young boy or girl that he reaches out to does the right thing and lets us know that where he might be or that he's okay.
Anyone with information is asked to contact the Sheriff's Department. Governor Andy Beshear says he's open to a federal investigation onto the officer-involved shooting death of Doug Harless in London. The governor was asked about the case during a news conference yesterday. Laurel County leaders are calling on the FBI to take a look at the 2024 death after a grand jury declined to issue any indictments. Reports indicate officers were serving a search warrant at the wrong home when they say Harless pulled out a gun and they fired.
I don't think there's ever harm with someone taking a second look. And so if the FBI or the DOJ want to look at it, certainly I believe that all the agencies involved would be willing to share.
Laurel County leaders say they have not yet received confirmation that the FBI or the DOJ have received their letter. The governor addressed other topics in his briefing, including a dozen projects in 12 different counties throughout the Commonwealth being approved through the Kentucky Product Development Initiative. More than $13 million was approved in state funding for projects supporting future job growth, including 2 in eastern Kentucky. The Clay County Fiscal Court is developing road and sewer infrastructure on more than 100 acres at the Elk Hill Regional Industrial Park. More than $1 million in state support was approved for the project, and the London Laurel County Economic Development Authority will add a 70,000 square foot building at the McDaniels Industrial Park. The $3.5 million project was approved for $2 million in state funding. This week is Kentucky Flood Safety Awareness Week, a week designed to help you prepare for flooding before it happens. And if you're a Kentucky homeowner, that preparation could cost you. Bank Rates finds Kentucky has the 7th highest homeowner insurance premiums in the country. The state has seen what flooding can do on several occasions, and that kind of destruction comes at a price. Renee Jackson, who is an insurance agent, says what many homeowners do not realize is that flood insurance is not the same as homeowners insurance.
There's no way for your homeowner's policy to cover flood. So flood is its own separate policy. And if you don't have a flood insurance policy, you don't have insurance for that peril.
Jackson says flooding contributes to flood insurance hikes, while damage for hail and wind falls under your homeowner's policy. Students and advocates gathered in Frankfort to discuss menstrual items in schools. They're asking the legislature to pass a House Bill 95 for yesterday's No Student Left Behind Period Policy Action Day. The bill could put free menstrual products in the bathrooms of every public school within 6th grade through 12th graders. Rose Katz started her mission when she was an 8th grader in Lexington and witnessed period poverty for the first time.
I decided that I was going to raise a bunch of money and do a bunch of projects and paintings, and we decorated the girls' bathrooms and we provided period products for all the girls in my school.
Representative Lisa Wilner is the bill's sponsor. She says 1 in 4 students struggle to afford menstrual products. The group of students advocating for this bill say they will keep pushing for free menstrual products in public schools until it is a reality. Members with the Health Wagon organization out of Wise, Virginia say there will be a free community health fair next month. The group is teaming up with East Tennessee State University's Quillen College of Medicine, the 38th annual Spring Health Fair, which will happen March 12th and 13th. The fair aims to provide essential health care services to folks in need. The first day, the fair will be at the Smitty Clinic in Wise, then at Bernine Kinney Clinic in Clintwood the next day. The times for both days are from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. One Leslie County High School graduate is showing off his skills as an artist. I spoke to the man behind the painting of a motorcycle that will be shown off throughout the country. A piece of Leslie County will be traveling the country soon. James Maggard, aka James Bondo, is a pinstriper. He has done plenty of paint work throughout the years, but recently garnered the attention of Jeff Holt of V-Twin Visionary.
He'd been talking about wanting to partner with me on doing some paint work, because mainly that's what I do is I paint. So Jeff came to me with this project.
The project in question, painting a motorcycle that will be included in a live wire tour around the country and featured in many Harley-Davidson events.
The motorcycle is an electric bike that a company called Livewire, who's partnered with Harley, has done, and a motorcycle build-off between V-Twin Visionary and Gas Monkey Garage, who are famous for their Discovery Channel show, like, you know, Fast and Loud.
The electric bike features a circuit board design and lightning bolt hand-painted by Maggard. He says the paint job was a collaborative effort between him and Holt.
He really wanted to do a copper to kind of to go along with like a Duracell battery, you know. He wanted to go that route, and I'm a big fan of kind of flashy paint. I like stuff to pop and stand out.
And Maggard's artwork is also featured here in the mountains. Maggard says he has recently painted some helmets for races happening in Leslie County.
I just finished painting a couple helmets, like military helmets, for my brother, who puts on a bicycle race, and he's recently putting on a foot race in Leslie County, a 100-mile race called the Warbird 100. So,
though Maggard no longer lives in the state, he says he will always appreciate his roots and know that Leslie County has some special talent. I'm
proud to say that I was born and raised in Eastern Kentucky and from Leslie County. There's been some pretty talented people come out of Leslie County that I guess the rest of the world kind of don't know about.
Maggard says he is thankful to partner with Livewire and Harley-Davidson to paint the bike. East Tennessee Children's Hospital is getting a new name, and a famous one. The Knoxville-based facility has officially rebranded as the Dolly Parton Children's Hospital. The news came in a video message from Parton, who praised the hospital's doctors, nurses, and volunteers. Matt Schaefer, who is the CEO of the hospital, says the partnership has been years in the making, rooted in Dolly's lifelong commitment to children, including her Imagination Library program.
Our legacy is one of service. Our legacy is one of running to those who are most vulnerable. Our legacy is serving this community. All of those things are what Dolly's has been about for her entire life, serving her community, reaching out, being generous, being kind, providing an avenue for children to achieve their best. Those things just make sense with this relationship in a way that I think no other relationship could for Children's Hospital.
Schaefer says the transition will happen during the coming months, with new signage and branding appearing gradually throughout the system. A donation drive looks to replenish supplies teachers lost in a fire at Logan Elementary in West Virginia last weekend. Some of the items they are looking for include pencils, erasers, crayons, colored pencils, glue sticks, things like that. Also other things around the classroom like storage bins, staplers, tape, floor seating, cushions, and snacks. Folks can send the donations to Logan Middle School. The address is on your screen, 14 Wildcat Way, Logan, West Virginia. Eastern Kentucky University is exploring tearing down the Hummel Planetarium. EKU's Board of Regents discussed what to do about it this week. The planetarium opened in 1988. It has been closed to the public since 2021 after serving generations of EKU students, school groups, and families. EKU says it would have cost millions of dollars to upgrade and reopen. The Board of Regents also voted to pursue a state-of-the-art immersive experience laboratory in the Black Box Theater at the EKU Center for the Arts.
It is a chilly day as you're heading out the door. We are talking 30s and 40s, so a coat may be necessary as you're heading into your Friday. Thankfully, by the afternoon, though, we will see a great improvement of those temperatures with the 60s making a comeback. And not only is it going to be 60s, it's also going to be plenty of sunshine as you're heading into the later hours of the day. Just have to deal with the clouds early on and a little bit of that fog as you are starting your drive. So here's what you need to know as you're heading onto the roads. Again, fog and clouds to start the day with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. But by the afternoon, that sunshine will prevail with the 60s in the forecast. Neely.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:41. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Tomorrow is Rare Disease Day, raising awareness for people living with rare and difficult to diagnose conditions worldwide. We'll meet one boy raising awareness.